Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Natalia from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. At a combined weight of 449 pounds, David Hart Smith, Tyson Kidd, the current WWE Tag Team Champions, the Hart Dynasty.
Oh, Michael, if you've never seen the Hart Dynasty before, what can our viewers expect?
Well, they're a great tag team. Tyson Kidd's quick, athletic. David Hart Smith, the power of the team. Natalia, of course, the ringleader, so to speak, at ringside. But what's interesting here, Matt, is this. In order to keep those tag team titles, the Harts are going to have to go through 4 other teams in tag team turmoil here tonight. And here comes the first.
Introducing next, being accompanied to the ring by Tamina from San Francisco, California. At a combined weight of 475 pounds, Jimmy and Jay Uso.
And the Usos have a great history with the Hart Dynasty. So again, the rules of tag team turmoil. 2 teams are going to start. Once one of these teams are eliminated, a new team will come to the ring. The last team standing in this 5-team format will be the WWE Tag Team Champs.
Well, the Usos, of course, related to Rikishi, Tamina, the daughter of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, David Hart Smith, the son of the British Bulldog. Really great WWE Tag Team lineage in this opening contest.
You see the new championship titles there, brand new. Remember, the World and WWE Tag titles unified a couple of years ago, and then just a couple of months ago, renamed just the WWE Tag Team Gold.
I like to play a game, 6 degrees of separation in the Hart Dungeon. Pick a superstar and try to connect them to the Hart Dungeon in 6 or less steps. It's actually very fun.
Yeah, there's been a lot over the years. Tyson Kidd, the last graduate of the Hart Dungeon. Look at that, great move, kick out. I used to be able to tell the difference between Jimmy and Jey Uso because Jey wore shorts. Problem is now they're both wearing shorts. Can you tell the difference?
I have to ask them their names, and that's how I tell the difference.
Nonetheless, great double team. Here's the cover hook of the leg on Tyson Kidd and a kick out.
That's Jimmy Uso in the ring right now.
How do you know?
The shoulder.
Okay. You can see like that far away?
Nice. Well, you think of the great tag teams in WWE history, of course, my favorite, the Graham Brothers, Money Inc., the Valiants, the Harts. All these teams had chemistry, and that's very interesting to point out.
Let's not forget the great Samoan tag team, the Hall of Famers, the Wild Samoans, Zappa and Sika. David Hart Smith, there's the power. Hart Dynasty current tag team champs, but they have to pick up 4 victories here tonight to keep the titles. What a punch. Look at this nice throw by David Hart Smith.
Like whoever designed this kind of champions was really headed in for the champions.
Hang on.
You think? Look at this.
Uso sensing the urgency. David Hart Smith going for the sharpshooter.
Tag was made. Kidd is legal.
What is Kidd doing there?
That's a little bit of what Tyson Kidd's about.
Insane move. But thank goodness he hit it.
He is a bundle of energy. Tyson Kidd, hook of the leg. Got him in a kick out at 2. Also got a great personality. And a horrible haircut. Practical joker in the locker room. As you see Tyson Kidd looking to roll the Usos over here for the sharpshooter. David Hart Smith into the ring as well.
And Tamina trying to get in, and look at Natty.
Tamina buying her team some time. From out of nowhere, Tyson Kidd kicked in the skull. Here's the hook to the leg, and guess what, folks? The Harts have been eliminated.
You know what that means? We're guaranteed new tag team champions.
But here comes the next team. Usos are going to have to take on Kozlov and Santino. And what's interesting about here is the, well, I guess you would call it, what, little crush, I guess, Tamina has on Santino.
Hey, King, if this is your introduction to Santino and Kozlov, what can the fan expect?
Well, total absolute opposites in style.
Cover. They have him here. Hook of the leg. Break it up to 3 count.
There you see the strength of Vladimir Kozlov.
Here it comes.
And they can expect the Cobra.
Cobra time. And Tamina, who learned how to do the Cobra last week on Superstars. And a Samoa drop.
The Cobra took too long to strike.
Hook of the leg, and Santino's been dropped. The Usos have won again. But now no rest for the weary under this gauntlet-style matchup. Another team is on the way. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, and high flyer Evan Bourne.
The ultimate blend of speed and strength. Evan Bourne's unique aerial tactics, and of course the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Usos appear to be ready. They knocked off the Harts and Santino and Kozlov. But here comes Evan Bourne. Talk about picking up the pace. And he is so exciting, Evan Bourne is.
There's just something about tag team wrestling and the fact that it's experience. It's I don't know, it's chemistry. I mean, the Usos, these guys have been a team their entire lives.
Well, there is a reason we don't see much of tag team grappling, because now guys are focused on individual acclaim.
World's strongest man, 416 pounds of Mark Henry.
I'm not saying that Mark Henry and Evan Bourne are like a thrown together team, but I mean,
Look at that. Pure power. Pure power.
oh, world's strongest slam!
They have him here.
God, are we going to see it? If you've never
Get him
seen
a little closer.
Evan Bourne in the shooting star press, prepare to be impressed.
I hope air traffic control is working up the screen at O'Hare, because here comes Airborne.
Whoa!
Evan Bourne, hook of the leg. Bourne and Henry advance. One more team to go.
You usually have to serve peanuts on a flight like that.
Oh, look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this next fall, Bourne and Mark Henry versus McIntyre and Rhodes, will be the new tag team champions.
On the right-hand side of your screen, the chosen one from Ayr Scotland, Drew McIntyre, and of course, dashing Cody Rhodes. Very interesting union here.
Yeah, they've made a pretty good team the past few weeks. In fact, they knocked off the Harts this past Friday night on SmackDown.
Expect some cunning and sinister maneuvers from Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes hates being hit in the face. Drew McIntyre just hates everything.
And now I understand Cody Rhodes hates to be called Cody Rhodes. He wants that dashing inserted in front of that every time you say his name. So here we have dashing Cody Rhodes.
Well, he is
delivering some
dashing.
damage. What?
You ever get an up-close and personal look at Cody Rhodes? The guy is, well, he doesn't have any blemishes at all.
The WWE Divas were in a poll, and they voted Cody Rhodes the most handsome superstar. Obviously, Michael, you were excluded from that poll.
And they are watching Night of Champions all over the world tonight, live in places like the Philippines, the United Arab Emirates, all over the Middle East, and of course, in over 170 countries on the American Forces Network. And what a night it's been. Already 2 championships. Well, one has changed hands. Another, the Women's and Divas title, unified. Daniel Bryan is the new United States champion.
And this title, the tag team titles, are going to change hands. Well, they already have, basically. We're just finding out now who the new champions are going to be. Ow! Ow! That hurt.
So quick, so flexible, but there's the power of McIntyre. Cover, forearm in the face, and a kick out.
Drew McIntyre has a true aggressive streak that we get to see every Friday night on SmackDown.
You really are impressed with him, aren't you?
Absolutely, the chosen one, chosen by the chairman of the WWE to be a future champion.
And his partner, dashing Cody Rhodes. I want to know more about that poll. Was that taken over on SmackDown, the Divas?
It was a WWE-wide poll.
Where'd I come in?
Here comes
You weren't
Cody.
listed.
What?
You got honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
Mark Henry drawn into the ring by Cody Rhodes.
Betty White voted for you.
Thank you very much. That cougar.
Cody, a former tag team champion, cover. Hook of the leg on Bourne, 2-count kick out. Mark Henry realizes he's got to get in this match. Bourne has been punished, isolated from his partner by Rhodes and McIntyre. A new tag team champion will be crowned the winner of this fall. Who will it be? Well, if McIntyre and Rhodes win, we'll get the opportunity to see them on Monday nights, because remember, tag team champions will go defend the title on both brands, and you guys will get Bourne and Henry on SmackDown.
And it's important to point out that neither of these teams have been teaming for very long, and it's a testament to the level of the superstars that they can join themselves within about a month and become a cohesive unit.
Drew McIntyre, knee to the gut. Nonchalant cover, even though he did hook the leg, and that could have cost Drew.
That's Drew McIntyre's ego coming into play.
And speaking of Drew McIntyre's ego, how did he fare in that poll? I bet he was pretty upset that he wasn't voted the most dashing or most handsome.
I'm going to protect Drew McIntyre and say he wasn't in the poll either.
What? Were you in the poll?
Yes, yes. Well, actually, Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes are my sister's two favorite superstars. She watches SmackDown just so she can drool over them.
How great is that you're not even your sister's favorite personality?
Oh, she's seen me for the last 20-something years. It doesn't matter.
I can't stand you for 3 hours a week.
Nice, thank you,
And
buddy.
look at this. And Cody Rhodes.
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Sorry. Dashing. Putting on a clinic. Right, you got it. Dashing. See, he's my buddy.
Yeah.
Just because you call him dashing.
Just because you put over another man as handsome doesn't mean he's your buddy.
Drew in off the tag. Oh, here we go. This is the part of the night that Mike Striker's going to get sarcastic,
hang
folks.
on, guys.
No way.
Let's don't let this commentary go
Notice
south on us.
that Drew McIntyre has brought the pace of this contest to a screeching halt. They've isolated the quicker Evan Bourne, keeping him away from his larger and more powerful partner, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry trying to get Bourne back into this matchup, realizes he's got to make a tag. 13,000 plus willing on Bourne as well. Look at Evan Bourne fighting this young man, the 183-pounder from St. Louis.
Those knees. That put Drew McIntyre on his knees.
This is an opportunity for Evan Bourne. If he can make the tag to Mark Henry, the entire momentum of this contest will shift.
Yeah, you got that right. Entire ring may shift. Oh, he's still down the tag.
And here comes Mark Henry as well, world's strongest man.
Oh!
Dashing Cody Rhodes fell coming into the ring, and then he fell again.
Look at Dashing trying to make his way away from Mark Henry. Drew McIntyre going to pay as well.
That's actually wise strategy by Mark Henry to eliminate Drew McIntyre.
Oh! Oh no. Cody may not be so dashing after this.
Look at that ring shake.
He just got dashed.
Mark Henry, the power of Henry.
Mark Henry going to do a shooting star press?
That would be a no.
Evan Bourne going for his second.
Hey, look at this. Shades of the Snuka and Andre the Giant. Evan's going to go off of Mark's shoulders, it seems.
I don't know. This is
The problem here is, I was going to say, a waste of valuable time as Drew McIntyre capitalizes.
Let's not forget that Cody Rhodes and Evan Bourne are legal.
Uh-oh, Dashing. Look at Dashing.
Going for Crossroads.
Crossroads
Go
connecting.
for a cover. We're going to have new champs right here.
Hook of the leg.
He got him.
Cody and Drew are the new tag team champions.
The winners of this match and new WWE Tag Team Champions, Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes.
Dashing has done it.
Well, congratulations to Dashing Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. They are the new unified WWE Tag Team Champions, which means they can show up on any show at any time to defend the prestigious tag team title.
And that's great news for you, King. You get some grooming tips now on Monday Night Raw from Dashing.
See if I can become as dashing as Cody Rhodes.
Exactly. Maybe you could move up in that Divas poll. Nonetheless, Cody and Drew, the new tag team champions.